could have gotten a better interest rate.
Yep,
So
but
definitely
has it?
given me more of a sense of being more of an adult and just changed my mind.
Have you ever asked yourself, do you need to be happy? Or in fact, do you need to own a home to be happy? Does owning a home bring you happiness? That is exactly what we're about to find out right now. That's exactly what we're about to watch. So be sure to watch this video from the beginning all the way till the end, because not only does it mean a lot to myself, but it actually means a lot to the YouTube algorithm as well. Okay? Video completion rate and all of that amazing stuff. So be sure to do it, especially if you're loyal. If you've been amazing, then be sure to do it. But with all of that being said, YouTube, it's Ronnie MP. Whoop!
It's RonnieMP.com.
Want to join my free gift card giveaway? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on the notification. Then let me know that you subscribe down below. That's it. Hey yo, what's good YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Ronnie MP. Thank you and welcome to a brand new video of It's Ronnie MP, the show where we bring you guys a bunch of videos suggested by you guys and you guys only. Thank you not only for watching but for looking beautiful and looking handsome today. Okay, but this topic is actually it's an interesting one, because a lot of people now, I personally feel like, from my opinion, like the pinnacle or the high is like when you buy your own house, your first house. You're now on the property ladder. You're like, yay mom, I made it. So you know, I think it's quite an important milestone, definitely, but I feel like some people are going on about it the wrong way, because they're willing and prepared to get into a mortgage without sort of doing a major analysis, of their income. Like, can I afford this mortgage? And affordability, I personally believe, is like one of the one of those things that it will catch you up, basically, because if you end up buying a house, right, a mortgage. By the way, if you didn't know mortgage, mort, the way we spell death in French. Susie, cut the music, okay? Thank you. There's no one behind the camera, but I'm just talking to myself. But the way we spell death in French is mort, M-O-R-T. And the term mortgage itself, that's apparently where it derived from, mortgage, meaning basically it's the death of you, in other words, in French. And it truly can be the death of you if you do not know not only what you're doing, but if you don't save up enough. A lot of people think all I have to do is save up for a down payment. Obviously, that's the hardest step. And then after I save up for a down payment, that's basically it. But they forget about everything else that's involved in buying a piece of real estate or a home, or, you know, your future home, whatever it is you want to phrase it around. But they forget about the essentials. Do you get what I mean? You need a lot of cushion just in case something goes wrong, boiler goes down, roof is leaking, something needs to be done, or title search, whatever it could be that you would need. You need a major cushion, because life doesn't knock on the door and says, by the way, I'm about to come and ruin your life. It just happens. Do you get what I mean? So that's one thing. But I'm very curious to find out. I wish they did more. I wish there's a channel that did this for like the UK. I feel like we have nothing. Comment in the comment section and let me know if you can relate. Like, I honestly feel like we don't have really a lot of shows. So then we sort of default to reacting or reviewing a bunch of like American based stuff. The UK is slacking, man. All we know is Boris Johnson. But anyways, let's get into the video. I'm excited. Hey, sounds like I used to
Beforehand, it was just
rule
kind
the
of, we
world.
thought that's what everybody's supposed to do. You're supposed to buy a house, but for us,
Kinda sounds like
buying an
Steve-O.
RV, this is our house, and so we love it.
Nice. They can
Just
travel as
all
well.
felt
Flexibility.
Really surreal that, you know, I was standing in something that was mine and that I had worked hard to get, and now it was kind of like my baby to help raise and groom.
I never thought I would own a home, you know, especially like
Bobby
the home
Buck.
that I have now. Yeah,
Nice.
the belief that owning a slice of earth in the United States is part of the American dream, and it is
Yeah.
embedded in how we think about real estate.
What is the American dream today? Is housing and
Own a
owning
house.
home still part of that dream? Should it be part of that dream?
You buy your home.
Absolutely.
That's
Well,
the
that was
American
defined
dream,
as the
right?
American dream, exactly.
It's been part of the American dream since the 1950s. A whopping 89% of millennials.
But which makes you think like, who engraved it in us? Like, do you get what I mean? There was an architect behind it, as in like not to build the house, but to have that ideology. Like, who's been pushing it? We know the media definitely, but like, you know, it's the American dream, or it's like the goal, like the pinnacle, like to own a home. Do you get what I mean? And it almost makes renting come across as bad, like you're wasting your money. But I think the opposite. I think if you're saving up, or if you're working towards a bigger goal, such as perhaps owning a home, please do yourself a favor. That home can either be a blessing or it could be a curse. It could be a curse if you buy in too soon, or you buy bigger than what you need, not want. Is different. When you go to buy a house, you need to remove want. I want this. I want it to be like amazing. You know how like they have it like in America? Forget about that. Literally forget about that, because you're going to regret it. You know the thing about when you get a fancy new, I don't know, new car or a new whatever it is you just purchased. It's amazing in the next couple of days. Some people, even after a few days, it becomes like, I'm bored of it now. But like literally in days, a few weeks, you start feeling like, okay, like you get used to it as human beings. It stops being flashy. It's starting to look worn out, or if it's not looking worn out, but you're kind of bored of it. It's like normal now. This is the exact same feeling as like, you know, when you buy your house, because let's not forget, it's a mortgage anyways. You don't technically own it. You own it, but you don't own it. Like, the bank basically owns it, if you want to think of it like that. That's the way I think of it, because it's true. They've got more skin in the game, and if you couldn't pay for that mortgage, guess what's going to happen? The bank's going to take it, and you still owe them more. So whose house is it really then? Do you get what I mean? I do understand not everybody has like the cash. Even myself, I don't have the cash to spill up cash on a 400,000 house and whatnot. But it's just something to think about, you know. It's really something to think about. It's food for thought. But let's carry on with the video, anyways. We want to know an amazing rant there, because it's something that you have to know, man. A lot of people need to know that. See that millennials all want a home.
Provide stability and give a sense of accomplishment and pride. But it can also be stressful, expensive, or even
ruin your life.
I think millennials ultimately aspire to have homes, but I think it's still the American dream, but I call it the dream deferred. And it's deferred because of student loans, the lack of having a large amount of equity.
And then our government, like, they slap student loan on the young generation. It's so silly for me, man. It actually annoys me. I don't know if you can tell.
Human beings need things like shelter, food, and security to realize our ultimate potential. Without these basics, life can be a huge challenge.
What we have is an evolutionary need for stability and community and neighborhood.
We can find that shelter, security, and stability from renting or owning a home. While millennials are the largest generation in the US, we only account for 11% of all homeowners.
Wow, that's insane.
Millennials have been hit by a variety of challenges across their young lives, if you want to put it in that way. They were hit at first by the Great Recession. Now we're in the COVID recession. The ability to save across that time has been diminished a little bit by guaranteed student loans, among other things.
A little bit. I don't know what he's on about. A little bit. A lot of students they've just recently graduated that thought, okay, I'm gassed now. Oh, it's time to buy a house. Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I've completed uni. Like you know, the complete uni, like get a job and then like buy a house. They bought a house only then to realize that you're getting laid off or you're going on furlough because of what's going on around the world. Now, all of a sudden, buying a house wasn't such a wise idea, was it? That's what I've always stressed. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, I've always stressed, make sure you this is me. I treat whatever income I have like it could end at any given moment. At any given moment, it could end. And if it does, do I have backup money? Do I have X, Y, and Z? Do I have whatever it is that I need to be able to go through? You know, that's why also I always encourage, like, if you're still at your parents' house, forget none of that. It's not like, oh, gangster, I'm a bad man because I live by myself. Forget all of that. Oh, I'm telling you guys, forget all of that. That doesn't mean nothing. It means nothing. If you can stay at your parents' house whilst you're saving, you're working towards something, a bigger, better future for yourself, by all means, stay until you're allowed. Let them kick you out. Let them kick you out. Okay? Keep that in there, man. This is a really touchy subject because I get a bunch of nonsense. You don't understand. Like, the amount of DMs I get from, like, the younger generations. Like, oh, like, please, man, allow it.
Despite a double recession, some millennials still manage to purchase homes.
My name is Crystal Nyankusi. I am 30 years old. I just bought my first home in Lawrenceville,
I feel like she's
Georgia.
Growing
up,
or South African.
I was personally told, hey, live at home with your parents,
That's my guess.
especially as a female, until you get married and then you move out with your husband and get your home.
Yeah.
So for me, I wanted to do things a little bit differently.
Good on you,
Crystal
man.
recently bought a townhome in Georgia. Up until then, she had been living with her parents.
Nice house as well, you know, I can't lie.
It
Like,
has been
decoration.
different living in a home all by myself without any of my sisters or family or even any noise. So I did make a sacrifice moving down here by myself and also moving in a home by myself as well without any roommates. So it has been an adjustment, just learning to make.
In her case, I would highly recommend, it obviously depends on hers, but I'll highly recommend like renting out the other room. Even if you can, I don't know, put like a plaster wall or fake wall, whatever it is, to somehow divide it up, it will be awesome. Because now you've got passive income. Your home is generating an income to help pay down the mortgage if you've got a mortgage. I'll be surprised if she paid up cash for it. It's very impressive to see nowadays. You know, so yeah, let's see.
Meet new people and get out and about.
Nice
to learn
bedroom.
the area. It's made me feel like I have something that's truly mine and something that I can
own a
fix
piece of
up
land
in the way that I would like and not have to get anyone else's opinion on it. And if I come in and I don't like something, it's my responsibility to change it up.
Nice, man. I like her house, clean.
Down the stairs and I'm like,
all right, Bobby.
I can't believe this is my house. You know, so it gave me a huge sense of accomplishment because that was a box to check, a goal that I had to own a home.
It is an act of independence, really, to be able to provide your own housing and to feel comfortable in doing that, for that to be a reasonable goal that's not going to create undue stress, right? It reflects a more equal society if more people can do that.
After reaching this milestone, Crystal is now locked into a 30-year mortgage.
Mortgage, I told you guys.
I wish I could have gotten a better interest rate. So it's definitely giving me more of a sense of being more.
That's the other thing as well. If your credit as well, if you've got poor credit, then good luck, mate. Good luck. If you manage to get one, if you're lucky, then you're getting slapped with you're getting slapped with interest, and not just normal one, high one as well. So that's also something to bear in mind.
On a lot of things, and just made me a little bit more responsible, especially when it comes to finances.
Both renting and buying can make you happy. It simply depends on your circumstances. Let's look at a 2011 study from Ohio.
After you control for income and quality of housing and other things, they find that owning a home is no better than renting an apartment as far as happiness is concerned.
Because they had less
Very
time
true.
to spend on leisure activities, the study reports the homeowners, quote, derive significantly more pain from their house and home.
Wow.
Yikes. Another study
Wow.
out of Germany notes that
That's
new
interesting to
homeowners
find
felt
out.
a boost in housing satisfaction over the first 5 years, but felt no boost in life satisfaction.
Afterwards. Wow, okay.
Meet Matthew Fry. His family used to rent a home in Florida.
We had spent almost $50,000 in renting this house, and we had nothing to show for it. We had paid this other person's mortgage, the landlord's mortgage, and given him $50,000. And so for us, that was kind of a hard pill to swallow.
After renting,
It is,
Matthew
you know,
and his
can't lie.
wife bought a home in Nashville. They lived there for 2.5 years before hitting a roadblock.
Oh yes, I prefer buying. It's definitely a great investment, and most of the time it's a great investment. And so for us, buying was just by far a better option. So we had made this decision that we were just working crazy amount of hours, and our lives were crazy stressful to pay for this house, and that we enjoyed the freedom, we enjoyed the security and the investment we were getting from it. But ultimately, we were looking for something more.
Homeownership can mean a lot of financial stress.
Christine.
And it can mean giving up things like vacations or eating out.
A lot.
Experiences.
Mhm.
We tend to feel a lot happier when we spend our money on experiences rather than material things.
In November 2019, the Fry family sold their home and bought an RV. Their goal?
And it's
to tour
big
the
enough
US
as well.
and its national parks with their 3 young kids.
For us, it's been just an amazing transition for us as a family to be in this RV and to travel and to see the country and to experience all that we have. It's definitely a great adjustment for us. It's a good adjustment. And so selling the house.
Things like this only works if your wife or your partner's on board. If they're not, if your partner's like, oh, I don't want to live in a caravan, I don't want to, then yeah, it's not gonna work out.
But like I said, we got a pretty good return on our investment, so it was an easy decision for us to sell our house.
The Fry's return on investment was approximately $40,000.
Nice.
The family has made some sacrifices to help make this lifestyle work.
We took almost a 40 to 50% decrease in pay. We adjusted our
It's
bills,
nice
our
inside.
financial situation accordingly, knowing that we were going to take that hit on our income. We were gaining the freedom to be where we want, when we want. We've gotten to see 16 national parks and to
16.
experience so much in this country. There are things that we do miss about being in a house. Being able to
Such
just
as what?
sit on your back porch and not have to worry about packing up your entire house to move every week or so. That's something that we do miss, and not having connections with specific people or a specific community of people. It's definitely something that
That one I could understand.
I'm a social person, so I miss that aspect of it. As long as it works for our family.
He misses that. Morning, Bob. Morning, John. Yeah, he misses that.
Home is not the be-all, end-all, but it can be a huge leg up in life. The issue is, it's out of reach for many.
For a lot.
It really is a challenge for those first-time home buyers to get into the marketplace and own.
Mark
and
Eppley.
policies need to be forwarded around some of that, around race and income equity.
Cost alone is a huge challenge. The average home in the US costs $331,000.
The average.
That would be a 10% down.
The average. Oh wow. Oh wow. What, a 10% of what? 33,000?
Payment $33,100.
Wow.
The average household has little more than $10,000.
Like, come on. Oh, this just gets me mad. It makes it almost impossible. It makes it almost impossible to buy a house.
Of wealth to leverage. And with that, it's really hard to buy and get into a home.
If you're able to save up, purchase a home, and keep that home for 5 years or more, there can be great benefits.
As you age, hopefully the value of your house has gone up and the cost of the value of your mortgage has gone down. And that creates generational wealth, which is really important.
Building generational wealth subsequently helps close the racial wealth gap and bolsters economic opportunity.
You're also participating in the American dream. And an important piece of this is the idea of financial security of owning a home. So there's a lot of very positive things about owning a home that truly make you happier.
Ultimately, owning your home can make you happier, But that sentiment is not universal.
Whoa.
What
I
we're
felt
doing
a
is
bit
not
scared for that
everybody.
kid there.
And I would say the same thing with buying a house. Buying a house is not for everybody.
I feel like if I can do this, I can do so many other things that I thought I couldn't do.
Yeah.
And I can do it on my own.
Sky's the limit.
We hope that our kids see that it's our dream, and that even though it's crazy, we want to make it a reality. And so whatever their dreams are, we hope that even if it's crazy, we hope they pursue it.
Wow, that was a really interesting video. The final take for that really is, look, don't rush into buying a house. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. If you do rush into buying a house, you might end up buying the wrong house. Some houses are literally cursed, created by demons themselves, because since you bought it, or you watch horror stories like ever since purchasing this house, I've never been happy because things always break down. I didn't do all of the searches that were required. I didn't have enough money to begin with. I wish I had a bigger down payment so I can have less to pay back. I wish I had better credit. I wish I was more prepared. You don't want that to be you, because once you make that purchase, then it's your responsibility, mate. If something goes wrong, you fix it. So it goes hand in hand, really, because you can say, oh, renting, I'm wasting money, it's money I'm wasting. But when something breaks, you don't have to fix that. You just make a phone call. Middle of the night, the landlord has to come out and repair it. Okay, so considering you have a good landlord, but you get the gist though. So just be wise, people, especially if you're young, millennial, whatever it is, you're about to make an insane amount. It's probably for the majority of us, it's the biggest purchase you will ever make in your life. Do you really want to rush it? I don't think you should. I don't think you should whatsoever. So it's just something to bear in mind, guys. Yeah, but keep hustling though. It's definitely a positive thing to be able to purchase a house, especially if you've got the means to be able to do so. By all means, go ahead and do it. If you've got the funds to be able to do so, go ahead and do it. And even if you could buy it cash, go ahead and do it, considering it's a good deal. It will pay off dividend in the long run if you do it correctly. Okay, so by watching this video, oh yeah, smash this video, by the way. If you found value in this video, then destroy that like button and then shake it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I like this shake, damn. So be sure to do that. It generally means a lot for me. Trading 212 link is in the description. If you want to get started in trading, download it, deposit £1 into the account, and you'll get a share that could be worth up to £100. Okay, so link is in the description. But thank you so much by watching this video. Do not waste your time. Check out this video here, this one right here. You would love it. If you love this video, you're gonna love these two. Okay, subscribe button is right there. All right, peace out, much love, bye bye, guys.